Γεια σε όλους! Είμαι ο Παναγιώτης από το Autos University και σε αυτό εδώ το βίντεο θα επισκεφτούμε ένα πανέμορφο μέρος του οποίου η δημιουργή είναι από τους προτεργάτες της εκπαίδευσης του off-grid living στην Ελλάδα. Μείνετε μαζί μου μέχρι το τέλος, θα είναι πολύ ωραία.
Yeah, this project has been started like 25 years ago when Kostas bought this piece of land here. It used to be a almond orchard. At the beginning, as I told you, he was interested with permaculture. And through permaculture, there is also like natural building is a part of permaculture. And so he started experimenting also like building with earth and building with natural material. This is from the name of Cobb that we have now, this community named by. This house is made of this material cob, which is basically a mixture of sand, of clay and straw that you use for building. Here we like to experiment. It's like a training center, an experimentation center to basically to understand how the material works, to make mistakes, to see and learn out of these mistakes. So like for example, like this house that you see behind, like this is made with a different technique, is made with light straw clay, so which is more insulative. So yeah, we can go and give a look also inside. Okay, we can just... Here we have like a cellar, so this is where we keep most of our food. Like one of the philosophy of natural building is to use local material. So the most local you can find to build your house is basically what is below the house. You dig a pit, you use it to this material to build your house, and then you have like a cellar below your house to keep and preserve your food fresh. Here is the first house that Kostas was building with his friend, and so it's like it's a good little example of the things that we can do. This is the outside kitchen. This is a place like we use mainly in the summertime to prepare the food when we have like some big group and so. This is also where we store like the food that is harvested in the garden. This is our bread oven. Like we use it either like to make our own breads or to make pizzas or for anything we need to bake. This house is like underground project. This house has been made like by a natural building workshop. Every house has been somehow implemented and decorated by the people that we are doing it. Avec d'autres arbres en fait, c'était un champ de...
This is your house?
This is my house, yeah. Come on, guys. Yeah, we build like this other room in front. So now I just use this as my as a bedroom, and so I have this more like a living room. Yeah, it's good to build like underground. I mean, especially here in Larissa in this climate, because like the summer are super warm, winter also are very very cool. So when you build underground, you keep like generally quite steady temperature.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Jérôme, how deep it is underground?
Here we are like 1.20 meters.
1.20 meters is the wall here, right?
The floor, I mean the soil outside is 1.30 meters, 1.20 meters.
So you dig 1.20 meters.
We dig a little bit more than that because below
you need
like the
floor.
Ground, there is like 10 centimeters of gravel plus 10 centimeters of earthen floor. Here we have some compost toilet. We have like something like 3 cubic meters of tanks below the toilet. That's why they are like a little bit overground. And so like we use like one side for basically like it lasts for 2 years. When it's full, we change the stairs, we put it on the other side, and I mean, before we change the stair, we empty it, and after 2 years of like resting, the manure became compost. So then we can use it for the garden, for the trees, and we don't have like any problem with that. And the water in Greece is very important. It's a very precious resource, and so we try to take care of it as much as we can. So we have like we try to collect all our Greywater. So this is like a tank basically with as you can see, there is Greywater inside with a pump. So the water that is like collected from the sink, so it contains soap, it contains oil and fat. Then the pump is sending it like to a system that we'll go to see now. And so those boxes are like a fat trap. It separates the fat from the Greywater. So once it passes inside these filters, it goes over like in this pipe that are going over the reed beds. In this case, like the water is like arriving on the top, it's passing over the water plants. So the tank is filled up with gravels. On this side there is 1 meter depth. On the other side over there is like 2.50 meters. There is some pipes. There is 2 pipes with holes in the bottom. So the water is arriving on the top, is passing through the substrate, through the gravels where there is the roots, getting filtered by the plants, passing over the roots, and it's collected in another collector that is on the bottom, on the back, that you cannot see, before another pump is sending it to the collector that we've seen over there. And this water, we don't use it for drinking, it's mainly like for the irrigation of the garden. The project here is like to make like a food forest. So generally when you have like a bare land, the first plants that you will grow on it will be like the invasive plant, the so-called weeds, the things that generally people don't really like. Those are natrium fixers. They will like this rubini, these acacia trees. Those are generally like plants that grow fast, that produce a lot of biomass, that prepare basically like the soil for other generations of plants. Those trees are made for creating shade for other plants to grow. And so we combine these shading trees and the pioneer plants with some trees that we want to see in the next 5-10 years. So fruit trees, nut trees, shrubs, bushes that somehow we want to keep, wines that we want to keep for food productions. Here we have like a little chicken park, but this chicken park is mainly like a nursery for young chicken. Generally, like the other chickens, we have them like in chicken tractors in the field. So it's like a movable cage that we move every day, every couple of days, in order that they can also implement the soil with their manure, that they can also eat some bugs and some fresh grass from the field. Here is our wood storage for the winter. About the energy, we have different energical system at the farm. So we have like 3 different solar panel systems. We decided to have different system in order like somehow to be also more resilient and I mean, it's not so simple, but somehow it simplifies also like the electrical connections and the lines of electricity. Nina, she's the grandmother of the farm. She's here since I know this place. Here we have a solar cooker, a solar oven. It attracts the heat of the sun, and it can go up to 200 degrees. It cooks slowly the food all the way. Either as a relaxed place, either also like our teaching room when we have groups and workshops. It's the red house, it's the bigger house of the farm. In the winter time, this is like our kitchen and our meeting place for the recent people living here. This is like the mother house of the place. Yeah. Bioclimatic architectures is also like, is not only about the house, it's also understanding like how the water is running around your house. I mean, how to basically like how your house is exposed. Like for example, here now in front of the house is full of trees that has leaves. In the winter time, those trees will lose their leaves and will allow also like the sun to enter. So it's about like basically like understanding like the physical phenomena of what's happened in the house in order to optimize the constructions of the house according to its surrounding. This is like the chicken tractors.
Ήρθε η ώρα για ύπνο. Τα λέμε το πρωί. Καλημέρα. Ώρα για εγερτήριο. Καλημέρα, αγόρι μου. Αυτή είναι μια αυτοκαθαριζόμενη λιμνούλα. Εδώ ας πούμε το βάθος είναι περίπου 2,5-3 μέτρα. Είναι αρκετά πιο βαθύ. Το άλλο είναι γύρω στους 50-60 πόντους. Λόγω της αλλαγής του βάθους υπάρχει αλλαγή της θερμοκρασίας. Λόγω αλλαγής της θερμοκρασίας έχουμε κινητικότητα. Άρα λοιπόν το νερό θα πάει προς τα εκεί. Με το ριζικό σύστημα τα φυτά το καθαρίζουν και γίνεται αυτός ο κύκλος. Άρα αυτοκαθαρίζεται με αυτόν τον τρόπο. Τα νούφαρα είναι σαν το σχήμα σαν μπρελίτσα. Βοηθούν στο να μην εξατμίζεται το νερό. Κάνουν, ας πούμε, το καλύπτουν από πάνω και βοηθούν στο να μην εξατμίζεται. Επίσης έχουμε μπουστάρει το σύστημα με τα ψαράκια, τα κουρουπόψαρα, τα οποία πάνε και τσιμπάνε τις προνύμφες από την επιφάνεια του νερού με στόχο την μία αύξηση. Εντάξει, αυτό δεν μας έχει λύσει το πρόβλημα στα κουνούπια, είναι η αλήθεια. Κατά κάποιο τρόπο, ας πούμε, εδώ πέρα βοηθά. Εάν θέλετε περισσότερες πληροφορίες για το χώρο, ρίξτε μια ματιά στην περιγραφή. Υπάρχει ένας σύνδεσμος με την ιστοσελίδα τους. Και κάπου εδώ και αυτή η περιπέτεια έφτασε στο τέλος της. Εάν σας άρεσε αυτό το βίντεο και αν περάσατε όμορφα σε αυτή την περιπέτεια μαζί μας, κάντε του μια κοινοποίηση και κάντε και εγγραφή στο κανάλι μας για να ενημερώνεστε κάθε φορά που ανεβάζουμε ένα καινούριο. Και αν θέλετε να μας στηρίξετε ακόμα περισσότερο, γίνετε μέλη στο κανάλι μας στο YouTube και ρίξτε και μια ματιά στην περιγραφή. Θα βρείτε προϊόντα merchandise στο Outdoors University, όπως μπλουζάκια, κούπες, τσάντες και πολλά άλλα. Ένα link για τη σελίδα μας στο Patreon και ένα link για τη σελίδα επιρροής μας στο Amazon, στην οποία μπορείτε να βρείτε εξοπλισμό τον οποίο χρησιμοποιούμε στα βίντεο μας. Και μην ξεχνάτε, εάν θέλετε να ζήσετε μια εμπειρία με το Outdoors University, μπείτε στην ιστοσελίδα μας και συμπληρώστε το μικρό ερωτηματολόγιο που φτιάξαμε για εσάς. Να είστε καλά και να περνάτε τέλεια. Τσάου!